And yeah, I'm continuing to kill off some of these drones, but oh, she needs to use her core. Oh, there it goes. There's my carrier. But I got 3 more. Oh, and some more Scourge coming in. Oh, but the Scourge are not going to make it. But unfortunately, the Hydralisks do make it. And I think they might even take down a couple more. Do I have enough energy? It looks like I've been just slinging webs left and right. But she's been dodging my webs really well, too. So despite the 3 webs there, she's managed to micro herself out of them and continue to take down my carriers. So once again, just down to 2. I think I've built at least a dozen and a half carriers so far in this game. You're not supposed to lose them this quickly. I know. Anyway, so carriers continue to harass this second expansion, though. And unfortunately for her, this expansion's still not up. The natural's not up. She's got a lot of minerals and gas saved in her bank, though. It's a little bit of a mistake. Oh, and some more Scourge, I think, took out one of my carriers once again. So I'm down to 1 carrier, and obviously my interceptors are not going to be able to face this many Hydralisks shooting up. But note this, okay, as the game progresses, look at my Corsairs. My Corsairs are getting lots of kills here, and they're from Scourge. This Corsair is 13, they're from Overlords, and you'll just see them go up and up. And I think as a Zerg player fighting this kind of build, what you need to do is go for the Corsairs. Not necessarily for the carriers first. You need to take out the Corsairs, because they're the real secret weapon I have here. Not really secret, but they're the real backbone of my army, are my Corsairs. She manages to pick off an observer there, but because my Corsairs are shielding my carriers from the Scourge, obviously, and of course they're serving a support role also in slinging those disruption webs. I don't know why I like to say slinging webs. Got that from somewhere. I think like the game Resident Evil with the web slingers. That's what I'm thinking about. Anyway, so looks like I'm gonna try to take out this expansion up here. I'm doing some damage against these Hydralisks, but there's so many Hydralisks, and once again, I'm not microing well. That was a good disruption web though. But Vilda's got some decent Hydra micro here, staying above the fray here, staying away from the disruption webs. But this time, I think I got too many D webs up. Oh, she still managed to take down a carrier. That's careless by me. I should have retreated that carrier. And once again, desperately trying to defend here. I'm desperately trying to hold her off with my D-Web, but looks like she's actually forced me to withdraw. But on this ledge, I'm going to be able to do a lot of damage to this expansion. And more importantly, also, I'm stopping her from doing any kind of frontal pressure against me, which obviously she would like to do at this point, but she can't. Unfortunately for me, though, I'm completely mined out. That's something I should have noticed, but I didn't in the game either. I'm like, hey, how come I can't afford interceptors? And since my expansion is at this terrible location, and I know she's blocking the way, I can't even transfer probes to this base. Looks like I got a probe over here. I'm going to try to set up a nexus there at that position, 6. For some reason, I've relented on my pressure here. Maybe I was just afraid of a bigger force than there really was, because now that I look at it, I mean, her food count's at 72. I'm at, 120 something. I should be able to handle those Hydralisks over there. But I am regrouping here, and that drone is just allowed to get by for some reason. That's just retarded. Another conga line of Hydralisks, though, come to reinforce. And oh, Vilda has discovered my base here at the upper left. Oh, noes. And Vilda, really importantly, has a ton in the bank, whereas I do not have a lot in the bank. My probes are all going to get massacred here. And critically, note this, I don't have any minerals left. I'm not taking in any minerals, and I'm losing carriers, so I could be suffering a very, very embarrassing defeat here. 17 probes of cholera have been destroyed, so I've got a ton of probes, but I got no minerals, and I don't have enough to build a nexus. So I do have a very big army on the ground, and this army is superior to Vilda's, but unfortunately, I have no economy, so I can't even replace these interceptors. Once these interceptors go, that's it. I can't afford anything else. So I need to be very, very careful with my carriers and my interceptors even. Obviously, I can't replace a carrier at all right now. Looks like I'm setting a disruption web just to prevent my interceptors from getting killed so quickly. Oh, Scourge coming out! Oh, but Scourge get intercepted. More Scourge coming in! Oh! But she didn't micro them well enough. And more Scourge coming in! Well, what is she getting? Oh, she gets one carrier, and she's bringing her Hydros in now off of the web area, and losing another carrier here. I still think I got about 5 left. No, let's see how many I got left. I got 4 left. That's it. And they're taking a lot of damage, obviously. I don't know what I'm focusing on fire there, but I have managed to take down her army now. And look at this. I think I'm beginning distance mining here. Yeah, I'm doing distance mining on these patches over here, because I'm going to need every single resource I can get just to build a new nexus. So once again, kids, don't do this at home. If you're gonna gonna go and try to win, you want to expand before both of your bases are completely dry, and you have a hidden expansion that's about to go down. That's not the time when you should be thinking about getting another Nexus. But looks like my Corsair still has free reign, but for some reason, oh, I take another hit there. Ouch. But I am going to be going for some Overlord hunting, I think, and unfortunately, well, nope, she's got Hydras there. I'm not going anywhere with those Corsairs. So Vilda actually definitely has the upper hand here. She's got another expansion going up here, although I have managed to take down her natural expansion, so if she can't hold me off, hold off my advances for now, I'm gonna really just pull in the lead once again, and she doesn't want that to happen. She's well, I'm at 5 carriers now. I think I forgot a carrier in my base or something, but I could be at 4 very soon, and it looks like I have lost another carrier. Yeah, I lost another carrier here. So what do I have here? I got 4 carriers, 6 Corsairs, a bunch of probes, and that's it. I'm down to 73 food count. Vilda definitely has the upper hand here. I mean, there's no question about it. She's got resources coming in, whereas I basically do not have any resources coming in. And this is just looking grim for me. I need to do as much damage as I can in the next minute or so to try to keep her pinned back. And unfortunately for her, she hasn't discovered this this conga line of probes here that are my one lifeline, one desperate, you know, think about like Burma in the 1940s when America was fighting Japan. I mean, they flew supplies into China over Burma, the Burma Trail or wherever, and that was pretty much as bad as my probe line is, because they flew over the Himalayas just to get a few hundred pounds of supplies across every time. You know, the Flying Tigers and that whole group. But these probes are really the only thing that's keeping me in this game right now. This huge assembly line of probes. Just nice little pattern here. Woo! Sending their resources back to my Nexus. And so yeah, obviously I'm not producing anything, and my carriers are just flying out in the midst here. I do have +3 and +1 armor, so very good upgrades for my 4 remaining carriers, but they're it though. And I'm afraid to engage these Hydralisks, obviously, because, you know, I can't afford to lose any. Now, Vilda is not doing very well either, because she's lost overlords once again, or most of them, and she's finally starting to hurt in terms of economy. Her gas production is actually really hurting, because she just has 1 depleted extractor. This one has a little bit left, and here she's just not paying attention. She's not picking up this extractor over there. But Vilda has come back from many bad situations against me. I have to say, I have to give her lots of props for that. You should see some of the games. Maybe I'll cast a game where I was double her food count as a Terran player against Zerg, and I still managed to lose. But that's because, well, I won't go into it, but I'll just say she doesn't really spend her money in the mid game. So when she gets to the late game, she'll just build like 16 Ultralisks out of nowhere, and I'm like, I thought I was winning. That's her secret strategy, of course. Just save the minerals. Don't keep your mineral count down until you get the Ultras cavern. Anyway, so she's bringing some more Hydras across just to chase away my Overlord. I mean, sorry, my carriers. But like I'm saying, I really can't afford to lose any, so I'm just using them as a harassing force more than anything. The nice thing is, because I have so few carriers, I don't have to micro-well. Oh, look at those Corsairs just getting wiped off the face of the earth there. I'm sorry, those Scourge getting wiped off the face of the earth by my Corsairs. Note that my Corsairs have just super numbers of kills. I mean, 10, 10, 18, 3, 7, that's another 10, 12. So that's, I think, around 60 kills there. 60 kills on my Corsairs. That is not acceptable for the Zerg player. You cannot allow the Protoss to get 10 kills on average per Corsair. Really not good. My carriers aren't even as successful, really, because they keep getting killed. Although these carriers are at least lasting a little bit longer because I'm microing. Now, importantly, I finally have my Nexus built here at the 6 o'clock position, and this is going to be critical, obviously, because I can finally start getting some more resources in the bank. Vilda, unfortunately for her, has not really taking advantage of this expansion here at the lower right. She doesn't have, well, she's got 1 drone that's working and 3 more drones here. 8 p.m. around 1:30. I think mine, yeah, about the same here for Protoss. Like I said, I'm not exactly the best TOS user out there. But the Cholera Build, I still think the Cholera Build could be successful, you know, if Stork did it against an amateur Zerg. I think that's pretty much the only case when it'll be successful, though. I don't know, actually. I'm not sure if the Cholera Build's all that bad, because if you can somehow surprise your opponent and you know your opponent's going to go something crazy like Lurkers, maybe you can make it work. But usually